Some neighborhoods have bad lawns, some have bad neighbors, and some have secrets buried deeper than their foundations. Tonight, I'm telling you the true story of Willow Ridge, where a young couple moved in hoping for peace. Instead, they found an HOA that watched them, controlled them, punished them, and something else, something that lives behind the rules. If you think HOAs are annoying, you've never heard what happened here. Like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting videos. In 2019, Ethan and Claire Maddox bought their first home. Small town outside Portland, quiet, green, borderline boring. Just what they wanted. They'd been apartment people, hearing upstairs neighbors bowling at 2 a.m., smelling someone's microwave fish, so owning a house felt like winning the lottery. The neighborhood, Willow Ridge, looked like a postcard. Identical mailboxes, fresh paint, kids on bicycles with helmets too big for their heads. All very normal, except for one thing. On every lawn, in the same exact corner, was a tiny, black flag. No logo, no writing, just blank. Ethan thought it was some quirky gardening trend. Claire joked it looked like a cult starter pack. Neither of them knew how right she was. That night, they unpacked, drank champagne, and fell asleep on a mattress surrounded by cardboard boxes. And outside, someone stood still, watching the house. The next morning, a woman knocked. Tall, late 50s, short gray hair, black blazer at 9 a.m. Her smile didn't reach her eyes. "Welcome to Willow Ridge. I'm Meredith Vale, HOA president." She didn't wait to be invited in. She just stepped forward. Her eyes scanned the interior, like she was evaluating it. She handed them a binder. Not a packet. A binder. 3 inches thick. Rules. Regulations. Bylaws. Claire laughed awkwardly. "That's a lot." Meredith didn't laugh. Just said, "We take order very seriously. It keeps us safe." Safe from what? She never said. Before leaving, she pointed to the empty corner of their lawn. "You'll need your flag by Friday." Then she walked away. Ethan asked a neighbor about the black flags. The guy just muttered, "Don't mess with the HOA. Just do what they say." Then he shut his door. Weird. But hey, first week neighborhood awkwardness. Nothing to worry about. They bought their flag. The binder was ridiculous. Grass length. Exactly 2.25 inches. Curtains must be white or cream. No outside lights brighter than coffee warm. Trash cans outside only between 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. No cars parked on the street. Ever. Claire joked the only thing missing was a rule about breathing. Ethan checked. Honestly felt like it might be in there. At first, they followed along. The neighborhood stayed quiet. Too quiet. One night, Ethan saw a man standing on his lawn, facing the house. Still, not moving. Ethan opened the door. The man walked away. Slow. Deliberate. Never turning his head. Next morning, a note appeared in their mailbox. No confrontation with night patrol. No signature. Just typed. There was no rule about night patrol in the binder. But when Ethan asked Meredith about it, she simply said, "Certain rules don't need to be written." Her voice had a strange calmness, like she was explaining weather patterns. They started noticing a noise. First faint, low, like a soft hum, almost like electrical buzzing. Every night, 2:13 a.m., always the same time. The sound came from the backyard. Ethan checked. Nothing. No animals. No machinery. Just darkness. He set up a camera. The next morning, the footage between 2:10 and 2:20 a.m. was black. Just gone. Corrupted. He tried again. Same result. 2:10 to 2:20 a.m., wiped clean. Meredith came by the next day. Without knocking. Just walked into the backyard. "You don't need cameras here," she said. "Willow Ridge watches itself." Ethan asked how she even knew he installed cameras. She just smiled and left. That night, the humming was louder, almost like breathing. The warnings began. Envelope. No return address. Typed. Cold. Your upstairs curtain is not approved. Claire checked. It was white. exactly like the rule said. She ignored it. Next day, another envelope. Replace it. Final notice. What was wrong? No explanation. Before bed, she closed those curtains. At 2:13 a.m., she woke up. That sound again. She looked out the window. A figure stood in the street, facing her window, perfectly still. No phone, no flashlight, just standing there. The black flag in his yard fluttered slightly. The next morning, that curtain had a slit in it. A straight, precise cut, like someone took a razor and sliced it from the inside. Claire refused to sleep in that room again. Friday came. Meredith arrived at noon. She wanted to review their flag. She inspected it like a diamond dealer, running fingers along the edge, checking stitching. Then she frowned. This one is wrong. It's the same as everyone else's. Ethan said. No, this one is defective. She walked away. No explanation. That night, their flag was gone. Not blown away, not damaged, just gone. In its place, a note pinned to the soil. Do not remove what protects you. Claire wanted to leave, move out. Right then, Ethan told her they couldn't afford it. Then, he stopped talking, because he noticed something. Every flag on their street seemed slightly different. Not fabric, not nylon. It looked organic, like skin. Behind their house stood a small wooden shed. Locked. Old. Previous owners left it behind. They never went inside. One afternoon, Ethan heard something inside. Thumping. Soft. Rhythmic. He assumed it was a raccoon. Got a crowbar. Opened the door. Inside, the shed was empty. Except, on the center of the floor, was a black flag, identical to the one from their yard. Sitting upright, with no pole, like it was growing out of the ground. The air inside was warm, almost moist. Something dripped from the ceiling. Slow. Sticky. Ethan backed out, shut the door. That night, the humming came from the shed, not the backyard, from inside. The next morning, police cars lined the street. Their neighbor, Richard, the one who warned them, was gone. No one had heard from him. His house stood open, lights on. Police searched. Nothing. No body. No signs of struggle. Just one thing. His black flag was missing. Meredith told everyone not to worry. Some people struggle with commitment to the community. Sometimes, they leave. What the hell did that mean? Claire asked a cop what happened. He just said, don't get involved. Stay inside at night. Not reassuring. That evening, every neighbor stood outside. At exactly 7 p.m., silently, facing Richard's house. No one spoke. No one moved. After 2 minutes, they all walked back inside, like it was rehearsed. That night, the humming was so loud. The windows vibrated. A new envelope arrived. All residents must attend Community Observance Saturday, 2:13 a.m. That time again, 2:13 a.m. Ethan wrote on the envelope, "We're not coming," and left it on the porch. Next morning, Pepper was gone. Gate closed. No holes. No fur. Just gone. Another envelope. Participation is not optional. The message ended with a symbol, a circle, with a vertical line, and 3 dots. The same symbol was carved into the shed door. Saturday, 1:58 a.m. Every light on the street flicked on. Same time, same brightness. At 2:10 a.m., residents left their homes, all dressed in black. They gathered in the cul-de-sac, silent, motionless. At 2:13 a.m., the humming started. Low, deep, shook their bones. Meredith stood at the center, holding a black flag. She raised it, and the humming stopped. Then, from the dark tree line, something moved. Not walking, not crawling, just sliding. Skin pale, no face, long limbs, like it was built wrong. It stopped, just outside the circle of residents. No one reacted. Meredith spoke. "We are whole. We are seen. We serve. The creature tilted its head, like it was listening. Then, it sniffed the air, slow, searching. Its head pointed toward Ethan and Claire's window. The flag on their lawn began to twitch. Ethan grabbed Claire. They ducked below the window. The humming grew louder again. The creature moved to Richard's house, the empty one. It slipped inside, without opening the door. Just phased through. Lights inside flickered. Screeching echoed, like metal scraping metal. Then, silence. Moments later, the creature slid back out. Its shape had changed. Larger, fuller, like it had eaten. The residents bowed. Meredith lowered the flag. The creature disappeared into the woods. Everyone went home. No speaking, no reaction, just sleep. Ethan and Claire didn't sleep. They packed bags. At sunrise, ran to the car, but their tires were slashed. Every car on the block, disabled. A note sat on Ethan's windshield. Faith is tested. Do not leave again. Inside the house, their cameras were gone. Hard drives missing. The shed door was open. Inside, Pepper lay on the floor, breathing shallow, alive. On his fur, the same symbol, circle, line, 3 dots. They carried him out, ran into the forest. No plan, just run. They made it 2 miles before hitting a road. A passing truck, finally, stopped. They climbed in, didn't look back. They never returned. Not for their things, not for their house, nothing. Records show Willow Ridge still stands. Homes maintained, lawn perfect, flags waving. The HOA remains active. New families move in. Some move out. Some don't. Police reports list multiple disappearances. All inconclusive. No bodies found. But every year, at 2:13 a.m., residents gather. In silence, black flags raised. Because Willow Ridge watches itself, and it always collects what it's owed.